Hello and welcome back to another episode of Boston College Dynasty here on College Football 26. A lot has happened. We are now in week 1, and since the last episode I did all of the custom scheduling. We'll start there. Obviously, as we saw, we start our season against UCLA. Then we go and take on Kansas. Then we face off against Maryland, Miami, UConn, and then Georgia Tech. Then we get our bye, face SMU, Virginia Tech, Syracuse, Florida State, Duke, and Pitt. I did the red shirts in the last episode, but I also have one change. I had Larkin red-shirted, and I had Griggs as the backup, but I think Griggs is the one who has the raw strength and not great ratings outside of that. Whereas Larkin is a well-rounded guy. That's why I feel like it makes sense for him to start right away and Griggs to get the red shirt, if that makes any sense. Next, we are going to look at the depth chart. Didn't do any of this in the last episode. Pretty obvious. Dylan Lonergan, also going to be a captain of this team, but he is going to be the starter. Our starting halfback is going to be Turbo Richard, then Detrell Jones, LaRon Hargrave, and then Alex Broom. Terrence Beckett, fullback, Barlow and Edgehill are going to be the backups there. Jaden Skeet going to be our wide receiver 1. Reed Harris will be our wide receiver 2. Nate Johnson will be 3. Nedrick Bolden 4. And then Montague Jr. and Merritt will be the 5 and 6. And then we have Zeke Moore as the starting tight end. And the freshman Joel Olaseni is going to be backing him up. Those are the accessories and what he is looking like. I didn't show this already, but Connor Jefferson's accessories are set as well. This is what he's looking like. Next up at the left tackle position, we have Jack Funk. His ratings, as we already saw in the last episode, he got a major boost to his pass blocking. I didn't ever change his position, but he's playing up by like 8 overall at left tackle instead of right, so he's going to be there, and then Quandre Cotton, the freshman, will actually start out at right tackle just to ease him into his freshman season. I feel like this would be better, but long term, he's probably going to be our left tackle. We will see how Jack Funk handles it. Inside at guard, Eric Daughtry is going to be the starter. Like we said, Javon Larkin's going to be the backup. Michael Crounce behind him. Elite Dev Stevie Finger is another freshman coming in. He's going to be an instant starter. Elite Dev is just impossible to let him sit, especially if it was going to be behind someone like Judah Pruitt or like Mark Jordan Brown. We just don't have alternative center options, so Stevie Finger is going to be thrust into that role. Amir Johnson will be our starting right guard. Again, Larkin and Crowns will be the backups. And I didn't really mention it, but Pape Sy and Ryan Mickow are going to be our backup tackles. As for the edge, we are going to have Edwin Kalenge as a starter. Flint and Malone are going to be backups. And Makai Byerson is going to be on the other side, rushing the passer. And Terrent Armstrong is going to be another backup here. D-tackle, pretty easy. Tyreek Tucker and Trey Pierce, both very, very good run stoppers and pass rushers as well. We're going to be running a lot of blitzes to see if we can't catch the defense slipping, because you're going to have to double team at least one of these guys inside if you're going to stop the pass rush. Chris Marable Jr. is also going to be a great rotational pass rusher for us. He's more of a run stopper, doesn't really have the pass rush yet, as do really any of these guys. That's why it was really important to go into the transfer portal and pick up these two studs. Also, I don't know why I didn't talk about the captains. Jaden Skeet is a senior, so he's going to be a captain. And Zeke Moore is going to be our other captain on the offense. Obviously, Dylan Lonergan, we already mentioned. So only one of these seniors on defense was going to be able to be a captain. Tyreek Tucker is going to be that guy. But that doesn't mean that we don't respect Trey Pierce just as much. I mean, they are both going to be huge playmakers for us, and hopefully a big part of why other teams can't run it on us. We're going to have Ezekiel Branch start as our Sam. We've got Van Pelt and Foa backing up. We got Joey Fantuz, another very, very good freshman, another elite dev player. These are the accessories he's rocking with. He's going to be our user over the middle. I could not be more stoked. I mean, he's not got unlimited caps, but it's pretty much all you could ask for. He has the ability to have maxed at coverage, pass rushing, hit power. The only caps are at run stopping and IQ. I think we'll be okay. And Foa is actually our backup middle linebacker as well. So Bayless is another name to mention because we're going to have him start at the will. It's going to be a lot of these guys, though. Daquan Hodges will back up there. Clive Wilson is an edge player that's going to have to, come in. We just don't have that many linebackers. I don't know why I didn't really focus on adding in the transfer portal in that area, but this is what we have to work with. So, like I said, that's why we're going to be blitzing a lot to mask these guys' lack of coverage ability. As for corners, Max Tucker and Ashton McShane are going to be our starters. Zaire Torrance is going to be a backup, as is Ferris here and Joyner. Carter Davis is our starting free safety. Amarian Davis is the backup, and Devontae Kemper is the third string. KP Price, Zion Branch, and then Thornton headlines the other side of our amazing safety group. Reese Verhoff, the starter that we acquired in the offseason. We didn't actually sign him, but we had an open roster spot. I did some digging, not too much, obviously, just hearing career stats, but he did play for North Carolina last year, so this is not our guy from last year by any means. But thank God, because Micah Winter was not going to get the job done. He will be our punter, and that'll be, what it is. But we're very grateful that we have a real kicker with 88 kick power and 82 accuracy and not 74 and 76. Nate Johnson is going to be returning kicks with Detrell Jones. Nate Johnson will also be the punt returner. Veerhoff going to be the kickoff specialist. Tyler Barlow going to be our long snapper. Detrell Jones is going to be the third down back. Turbo Richard is the power back with Hargrave right behind. We're going to have Jaden Skeet in the slot. Nate Johnson and Nedrick Bolden will also be options should Skeet be hurt or something. Kalenge is going to be our rush end, and so is Flint. So that'll mix some things up in the pass rushing department. The tackles are all the guys that you would think they are, but just important to note that Tucker is a lot better as a run stopper than anybody else. This is where it gets fun. Zion Branch is going to be a sub linebacker, and Joey Fantuz obviously will be as well. Zeke Branch will be a backup. And we're going to have KP Price as the slot corner. Carter Davis will also line up there. And Zaire Torrance will if we really have to. Just looking at KP Price's coverage ratings, 88 man, 91 zone. His press isn't great, but he does have very good tackling ratings, hit power. I mean, he's got good pursuit. He's a very, very good player, very good coverage player. I'm very happy to have him in this particular role. Because we have a lot of depth at safeties, we already saw. There's a lot of guys who can play there. Obviously, Thornton can back up over the top if we have KP Price in the slot. Amarian Davis can also step in if we need to, if Carter Davis is in the slot. His coverage ratings aren't really bad either, especially man-to-man. Anyway, we've got a lot of options. Tyreek, Tucker, Pearson, Marable still are the nose tackles. And to wrap it up, Nedrick Bolden is our gadget player. Now, looking ahead at the UCLA roster, they are led by Nico Iamaleava. Oh my God, that's the worst pronunciation of all time. Nico Iamaleava. Oh my God, there it is. He's deadly, though. Very accurate quarterback, but that's not his skill set by any means. He has a cannon arm. He has 91 speed, 95 excel. Injury, stamina, all max. His elusiveness is all in the 90s. His IQ is elite. I mean, there's really nothing you can do to him other than blitz him a little bit. His throw under pressure grade isn't great, but he has the speed to escape. And once he's on the run, his throw on the run is amazing too. It's better than every grade but medium. So he's going to be a threat. Luckily, he is by far the best player on the team, but he has a good group of skill position players. Javian Thomas is their lead halfback. The senior is very talented. Carson Cox is a very good quality backup. Troy Liegber, very good power back. Maybe Derek Vincent is more of the power back. Either way, 4 very capable running backs. 2 of them have very good speed. Leo Kemp is a high overall fullback, but Quasi Gilmer is definitely one of the names to watch out for. Number 3, he has a lot of different skills. He's very shifty with the ball in his hands. He has good catching and good spec catch. Catching traffic isn't perfect. His route running is great, though. His release is pretty good. His jumping is definitely the highlight of his skill set. Aside from being great with the ball in his hands, he's a very complete player. And he's only a true sophomore, which is crazy. Mikey Matthews is a great backup receiver, and Jaden Wilson as their fourth guy, Rico Flores, Xavier Staples, Jaden Marshall even. I mean, these guys have speed. They're not super high overall, but they would play for us, I promise you that. Very deep wide receiver room, and it makes up for a pretty mediocre tight end room. Their line is kind of scary. They do have 280 overall tackles. It doesn't look like it when you look over here. They're all listed at right tackle for some reason, but it's a pretty mediocre line. It's not bad, but it's fairly average, especially for the Big Ten, I would say. Same goes for their defensive line. Keanu Williams is a captain for their team, obviously. Going to be a good interior player. As for the linebackers, Tariq Al-Uqda, he's going to be an impact player as well. Owen Chambliss, pretty respectable guy. Jameer Johnson, very talented corner. Robert Stafford, also, again, not trying to diss them. They're very good, talented guys, but one of them's going to have to guard Reed Harris. The other's going to have to guard Jaden Skeet. Their backups are also very capable, but it doesn't look like anybody's too crazy in man, so it's going to be hard to guard our shiftier receivers. Over the top, they've got some speed, though. Benjamin Perry and Qua Stewart, very, very fast, especially for the safety position. Asher Reynolds is fast as well. And they've got a pretty good kicker, 96 kick power, 93 accuracy. Wow, that's very talented. I mean, even their punter has more combined stats here than our kicker does. That's kind of crazy. That's the preview of their roster. That's our depth chart. The only thing left to do is take a look at the recruiting board. I've looked at some 5 stars. There's only 4 of them total, and I'm not sure if Shaquem Carrion is going to lock us out or not, but you'll notice when we take a look at his ratings, 94 throw power, 84 speed, 87 excel, very talented guy, 5-star for a reason. George Dora, 95 speed, 94 excel, very quick running back, going to hit the hole as well. Dean Keene, 5-star receiver, 92 speed, 92 excel, 86 spec catch, very good in his own right. And David Ogunbowale is our top target. He is the best safety in the nation. He's the best player in his state. 29th guy in the nation total of any position. It's weird because he kind of looks like a cornerback with the 81 man coverage as opposed to the 72 zone. So he's an interesting player as well. As for 4-star guys, we have Joel Kadu, 94 speed, 88 spec catch, 6'2", good amount of size. And you see Dean Keene is 6'4" as well. I didn't really highlight that, but we've got some really good receivers on the board. Another good running back, Duke Coward. He is no coward. He is a bruiser, but he's not slow. Again, these are all gem players. We have a nice linebacker here, 4-star gem, pretty balanced. Another good running back, 91 speed, 92 excel. We got Joseph Coates, who's only on here because you can see that elite dev, 93 excel, 89 speed. He would definitely need to sit. Those coverage ratings are not ready to play. He might be a backup safety as well. I don't really know. Another corner with elite dev, very similar situation. Looks more like a safety than a corner, but again, with that elite dev, you just redshirt them and throw them at safety, and they'll develop. Another corner we have, but this one actually looks like a corner. Balanced ratings on the coverages and good speed. We have offered scholarships to 3 more players. We don't have any points on them yet, but that's Robert Norris, Baraka Agbana, and Timote Cobbs. These are all guys that have good abilities, good ratings. They're kind of backup options because we already have a lot of players at these certain positions. There's a lot of other dudes down the board here. Aaron Haggins has 92 throw power and 81 speed. Obviously, we gave him a scholarship as a backup option in case the 5-star doesn't pan out. But based on the guys that were on the board, there's just multiple D tackles that we've scouted here that all realistically could commit. I think it would be unwise to not have any points on any of them, but without any further ado, we are going to get into this game against UCLA. We do unfortunately have to go on the road. UCLA will wear their standard homes. I think we are going to wear an away option with the red pants just so we don't end up with the gold. Doesn't really look like there's any other options for the helmet though. And there we are. We take the field, ready to make a statement. They've ranked us as the number 9 school, and we are going to have to prove that that is not a fluke. We are going to start by kicking off, and here we are, week 1 underway. Good old Boston versus LA rivalry game to get us started, and they're going to take over at the 21. Joey Fantuz, we're going to see what he looks like. He's going to help at the end, wrap him up for nothing. Iamaleava in the backfield, hands it off. Fantuz with the tackle. Now we're going to take a look at Zion Branch, the transfer safety. He's going to take this coverage. Oh, they go right over him for the first. Iamaleava had an amazing throw there, right over the top. And now they got a new set of downs. And Branch trying to fight through, but he doesn't. 2nd and 9 now. It looks like a screen. Fantuz is all over it. Tackle for a gain of nothing. 3rd and 9, we've got doubles on their top receivers. Fantuz is on their halfback, but they don't throw his way. Instead, they throw it incomplete. And now they have to punt. Pretty good field position to punt from. Let's see how the punt looks. Not too shabby. Gets us at the 17. Dylan Lonergan making his first start for us. Obviously the starter for BC in real life. And we're going to start it off with a run of 8. 2nd and 2. That's that improved route running. Reed Harris gets the first. They're pressed up on us, but it's kind of wet out here. Turbo going to fall forward for 4. 2nd and 6. Crowd is loud. We're going to get that Joel Olaseni's way, and he goes nowhere. We're definitely glad that he caught it, but it didn't really matter either way. And Jaden Skeet, funky little catch there. It's going to force us to punt. Why did that take so long? We were like trying to let them block that. After the bad punt, we are here. 1st and 10. Fantuz going to have to wrap him up. Gain of 6. Iamaleava in the backfield. 2nd and 4 now. They are going to go out to the running back. Oh, what a move. I don't know what route the safety's taking or what that animation is, but he's in for the score. Yeah, that's the guy. I knew he was dangerous. I didn't know he was as dangerous as he was as a runner, but consider it lesson learned. It's now 7-0, and we've got to answer. Johnson back to return. It's a very good kickoff. We're going to just go fall forward. We almost broke that, but we take it to the 25. We'll start it out on the ground. There was a hole there, but Turbo only gains 2. We got Detrell in here this time. The blocks do not set up at all. Only gain 1. 3rd and 7. We're going to get that our way, and he gets the first. What a catch, Nate Johnson. Here we are on 1st and 10. Okay, Stevie Finger got clobbered. 2nd and 12 now after that terrible blocking, and we get all the way to 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7. Oh, man. Lonergan's just going to have to throw it away. I didn't mention this. I'm realizing this in real time, but I changed the sliders, made them a little bit harder. We had a pretty good run last year in the playoff. It's not incredibly realistic, so I wanted to make the gameplay a little bit more challenging. Here they are on the direct snap. They'll gain 2. But I won't forget, is what I'm trying to say. I will remind myself to share those sliders at the end of the video or something. We'll make sure the update gets there. But 2nd and 8, they're handing it off, and look who it is, KP Price on the tackle. Very good play there, brings us to 3rd and 13. Iamaleava throws it, and it's short. That will take us to the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is the score. We can't do much. Haven't had a lot of success. UCLA obviously had the one big play. Our defense has held up, though. So now, to start the second quarter, we got Nate Johnson back to return. Doesn't look like there's going to be a whole lot we can do with that. We'll fair catch it at the 30. Turbo Richard back here, ready for the carry. He is going to take it up the field for 4. 2nd and 6. Can we get that Nate Johnson's way? Sails it over his head. All right, 3rd and 6. I don't know how he caught that. Nate Johnson has saved 2 drives from being 3 and outs so far. And, okay, can't get a block to hold there. After the bad run, it's 2nd and 12. That's probably a hold. Whatever, we'll just throw this away. Yeah, that checks out. That's Quandre Cotton as well. True freshman, starting on the right side. They take the 2nd and 22. Doesn't really feel like there's a bad option there between 3rd and 12 and 2nd and 22, but 2nd and 22 looks a lot better when it results in a 3rd and 12 anyway. 3rd and 12. We're going underneath, and there's a flag. It is on our player. Is that Quandre Cotton again? Well, I would imagine that they wouldn't accept the penalty. Yeah, 4th and 10. You probably take that, don't you? Well, we'll see what our terrible punter can do. Not much, as expected. Okay. Yeah, for sure, man. In what universe? In what universe is this happening? Okay. Yeah, we got to get something going. This is getting out of hand already. Pretty obvious this is not how we wanted this game to start. 1st and 10. We're going to get that Skeets way. He gets a block. If I had kept going, we might have turned that into more. 2nd and 6. Joel Olaseni's open. We slip it to him and get the 1st. Lonergan hasn't passed for a lot of yards, but he's been fairly accurate with the short throws that he's gotten, and that's a short run. 2nd and 9. We're going to hand it off to Detrell, and he almost gets the 1st. Looks like they're completely pressed up. Should have gone to the tight end. Hey, I know I always go for it in these situations, but it's literally telling us to. Should probably not do what I just did, but we did it, and it worked. Richard here now on 1st and 10. We'll give him a carry. Why not? That's why. Let's see if we can't get Skeet the ball. Easy touch like this on a jet touch. Should get him loose. Gets us the 1st and all the way to the 30. 1st and 10, we're going to make an audible. We're going to get that out to Olaseni. He makes the catch, but is tackled. 2nd and 9. We're going to get it Skeet's way. He's wide open. Nobody near him. And he gets all the way to the 8. Under 2.5 minutes. It's 1st and 10. Skeet, again, tries to get to the pylon, but he's stopped just short. And that brings us to the 2-minute timeout. 2nd and goal. After the 2-minute timeout, Richard can barely get back to the spot, and UCLA is going to use a timeout. 3rd and goal. We're calling an audible at the line, and they immediately sack us. That's awesome. They call their 2nd timeout, and we are going to kick this one up and through. We do get ball at half. I really would have loved a touchdown there, but the real issue is whether or not they score on this drive. Oh my gosh, if they return that for a touchdown, I would have lost it. 1st and 10. Oh my god. Wow. Iamaleava, man, he is just a different breed. We already said it, and they haven't even, shown his ability to run yet. He's just got a cannon arm that's super accurate. Going to use their Zion branch on this one. Instead, they throw it out and go nowhere. 3rd and 9. They are going to throw it underneath and get the 1st. Oh, that is so brutal. I think they're going to get a field goal out of this. I mean, they've called the timeout at 15 seconds. They haven't done anything yet, which is kind of strange because if they get tackled in bounds, I don't know if they're going to be able to spike it. I guess if they do that and duck out of bounds, they'll be fine. We're going to use our Carter Davis over the middle here. Everybody else is lined up in man. They're going to go for it. It's incomplete. And now they've decided to go for the field goal. And they've snapped it, and it's up and good. Of course it is. We saw their kicker. We know he's legit. And there's 4 seconds left in the half. We are down multiple scores. I say we just go for it. Try and burn the clock off here, and we can't. I wouldn't mind an actual run here. Turbo, pad those stats a little bit. First half was not great, but we are doing well against the run. The problem is we have let up a huge play on pretty much every drive. Big third down conversions we're allowing. Of course, the punt return touchdown. Just some stuff that we got to clean up. We will be able to possibly get within one score because we do have the ball at half, but being in this position on the road is very bad. So we make it to the 20, and I think we're going to start off with a run with Turbo. Let's see how they defend it. Very well, as usual. 2nd and 10. We've got Skeet open. Oh, he gets the first. I saw green, but we weren't able to get too far. Thought we were going to be able to break it. Turbo's going to actually get 3 on that one. Still not good, but better than we've done so far today. Get it there. Oh, what a throw! Dylan Lonergan has had an up-and-down game for sure, but that is just an amazing throw there. And what a run! Richard all the way to the 24. 1st and 10. Little play action here. And we're not going to get anybody open. We'll just throw it away. 2nd and 10. Oh, we had a hole there, but we only gained 2. 3rd and 8. Let's see. Can we get that to Zeke Moore? We can, but not with the first. They're telling us to go for it. I say why not? We need it. Oh, that's why not, because nobody can get open. Obviously, you wish that went a different way, but I don't really see any other way that it could have gone. They're going to bring him in motion, and they're going to flip it out to him. KP Price is going to wrap up behind the line. KP Price is going to be part of a very big blitz here. And, oh, man, they just ran right through it. Hurdled a guy, got 8. Javian Thomas has had a pretty bad day, all things considered, on the ground. But he is also the one that caught that touchdown over the top. And that's another needle threader. Iyamaleva is just insane. I really don't have any other words for what he's doing right now. Absolute cooking that's going on. And now they've opened up the run game. 2nd and 3. We've got a disguised zone blitz here. They're going to run right into it, and they'll get the first. This is tough, man. This is a tough matchup, and it's going to keep getting worse, honestly. They are just driving down the field. A couple of injuries coming in for them. We'll see if that shakes it up. 2nd and 1, they send a man in motion. We've got Branch and Fantuz rushing here, and we wrap up in the backfield. That's a loss of 4. Edwin Kalenge was on the play, and it was a big one. Another loss for Javian Thomas. They are actually handing it off. What? Oh, that fooled me. I was sure, 1,000% sure that they were going to throw that ball. That was a play action, 100% in my mind. Or a read option like it is there, wisely sliding. Obviously, the game hasn't gone how we want it to, but I must say, we've contained Iamaleva's scrambling ability very well. Oh, my God. Just had a stroke. Bruins now in the red zone. Not good, to say the least. And Iyamaleva finds
his man for 5.
KP Price is going to sneaky blitz off the edge here, and they move the man in motion. Javian Thomas runs right into Price and goes nowhere. 3rd and 5. You can see the blitz we've got here. Fantuz tried to get a play on the quarterback. Instead, Iyamaleva completes. Mikey Matthews on the catch. And we've got another blitz. KP Price here. Come on, man. There's no way they break that. Whatever. That'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. It's been all UCLA. Score hasn't changed, but obviously UCLA is in striking distance. And obviously we're going to do our best, but they could take a 3-score lead right now. 2nd and goal. They hand off to Thomas, and we're ready for it. Price is going to blitz. They bring a man in motion here. And they're just going to hand it off to Thomas. Another loss. KP Price on the tackle. So they will take a 20-3 lead if they make this. Big if, though. And of course, they got it. Being down 17 in the 4th quarter is not great. The offense just hasn't gotten there today. We haven't had any real opportunities. The line has been bad. We've got some rookie players starting, though. True freshmen, whatever you want to call them. So obviously that's going to lead to some growing pains. But 1st and 10, Lonergan is going to get a huge run. It's only a first down in the grand scheme of things. But it meant a lot to me. With the new set of downs, we're going to start it off here with a nice run to Turbo, and 6 is a pretty good run. I don't know why I said it like that, but 2nd and 4, Skeet had him, just couldn't get the blocks. 3rd and 4, we're going to throw that Reed Harris's way, and he can't hang on. So now we're here on 4th and 4. Well, what was that? Okay, so Lonergan is here. Clean pocket. I mean, he takes a step early, but what is that throw, man? I mean, look at this. It's just completely short, not even close to where it needs to be. It's at his feet. Well, he was having a great day, but you kind of need him there as a wide-open guy. Well, that's frustrating, and definitely the end of this game. Lonergan didn't have an awful game by any means, and even if he makes that pass, it likely doesn't matter. I will say, we've been clamping the run all game. But here we are, 3rd and 11. I mean, these are the stops that we've not been getting all game. Let's see if the D can actually do it. Yamaleava completes for 2. They're actually going to attempt a field goal from here. Normally, I would say this isn't realistic, but we know their kicker is like a 96 kick power. He just barely misses left. Well, that's cool. It doesn't really mean anything, but I got to stop running the ball. I just keep expecting them to leave it open. 2nd and 11. We're going to get that to Zeke Moore. Can't hang on. 3rd and 11. We're trying something funky here. Joel Olaseni makes the catch and gets the first. Great play there, and now new set of downs. It's very good coverage. Nate Johnson catches it for 4. 2nd and 6. We're going to try and scramble out. We barely get it, and we get the first. I was saying we barely got by him, but then we kept going. The momentum carried us. Lonergan's scramble ability is definitely underrated, and Moore comes down with the catch, making a quick audible here. And Olaseni is wide open. He makes the catch, and he gets to the 11. 1st and 10 now. Can we fit that there? Oh, what a throw! Jaden Skeet with the touchdown. Oh, my gosh. Are they going to review it and take it away from us? Come on, man. Where's the foot? That's 2 feet. That's 2 feet. If they take this away from me, I swear. Oh, he's hit as he threw, too. What a nasty throw. That's obviously a touchdown. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's, in the grand scheme of things, not that good. I mean, we're down still 2 scores. So I'm just going to kick it ahead. I think even if we got the onside, I don't think it would matter. You'd need a 3 and out and then an onside, in my opinion.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3.
They just said it's a field goal game. What? Okay, first of all, it's not a field goal game. Second of all, what does a guy got to do to stop Javian Thomas, man? Oh, my God. He's just cooking. Nico Iamaleva. Gonna read option, pitch it out. We're all over that. Loss of 2. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. These are the garbage time snaps. Likely this will be the last play of the game. And Javian Thomas spins somebody out of their shoes and gets a first down. Stat pads his rushing yards a little bit. Good for him. If they snap this, they are the scum of the earth. Good boy. Well, that's not what we wanted at all. 20-10 defeat. Certainly not going to be the number 9 ranked school in the nation anymore. But this is what I wanted. I wanted a more realistic feel to the games. I feel like I didn't really force anything, and I wasn't punished for making bad decisions, but sometimes a defense or a team is going to be better than us. So I'm very happy with the results of the first game. We still should be able to beat up on the worst teams, but this team was super talented. We'll take a look at the stats. We'll look at UCLA first. Nico was just super efficient. 17 of 19, 200 yards and a touchdown. They ran the ball a lot with Javian Thomas. He ends up with 59 yards, but there was a point where he was averaging a yard a carry. Mikey Matthews had the most receptions on the team. He was third in yards. Quasi Gilmer had 4 for 64, and obviously Javian Thomas had 89 yards and the touchdown. 3 really good catches, though. On our side of things, Dylan Lonergan, 21 of 30. That's 70% completion percentage. 181 and a touchdown. Nothing too crazy there. Turbo Richard, almost 4 yards a carry. Detrell and Lonergan also ran the ball well, I guess, on limited attempts. Jaden Skeet was very good, 8 for 90 and a touchdown. That one throw that he caught was just absolutely ridiculous. Joel Olaseni had a very good debut, I would say. He was our second best receiver. Obviously didn't get Reed Harris the ball enough. He had a drop, as did Zeke Moore. But overall, the passing attack, not that great. It doesn't say anybody allowed a sack, which is odd because I'm pretty sure we got sacked at least once. And then on defense, KP Price with 4 TFLs. Joey Fantuz had an excellent debut, 2 TFLs of his own. You see the flashes with the defense. I think we took a very high-powered UCLA offense, holding them to 20. Realistically, that keeps us in the game. The offense just could not get anything together. There's just so many drives that it just was a punt after punt that you just can't have that happen. Obviously a disappointing loss, but definitely a wake-up call. I will show you the gameplay sliders. I have quarterback accuracy at 35, pass blocking at 40, wide receiver catching at 45, run blocking at 40, ball security at 48, pass defense reaction time at 45, interceptions at 45, pass coverage and tackling both at 40. CPUs, everything's still the same. I turned field goal power and accuracy down to 45 each. Injuries have been at 35, I'm pretty sure. Min player speed threshold is at 30. I think that feels really good. The guys that are fast should be. And Joey Fantuz is not the burner speed guy. He has 84 speed. He has decent excel at like 90-something, but Javian Thomas is a faster player, and he got out over the top on him in one-on-one coverage. And Maleva made some great throws to him. So I think all of the function of gameplay has been really good so far. We are going to move ahead to the next week. Are we out of the top 25 completely? No. We are down to 22. Champ Contender is down as a result. I wonder how that affects the prospects in recruiting. Let's go find out. Champ Contender, they just need at a B. So those deal breakers are not bad. This guy only needs a C+. For the most part, we are first on them. We have not made it on Shaquem Carrion's board. I think the first thing that we're going to do is throw 50 on him. We're going to have to before we get locked out. It's kind of our like last-ditch effort. Dean Keene here is a 5-star receiver. That's a gem, but for some reason, we're the only school in the nation that's offered him. Make that make sense. I don't know why we are getting away with only 25 points on him, but I don't want to deal with that anymore. This guy as well is a 5-star player. Gem. Those guys get 50. I mean, that's just the rule of it. If everybody else is getting 50, why wouldn't they? Robert Norris is kind of just a guy we have on here in case Dean Keene isn't available. So we have offered him a scholarship. I do think we're going to throw 25 on him. If he's already in his top 3, a week 5 visit wouldn't be bad. And conference prestige is what he cares about, so we'll make sure that that's the visit. But I can't really put any more points on him. He is one of the few guys that's in that top 3 stage, though. So I do think we should recruit some D tackles. I don't know why I didn't do it already. These guys are very, very good. I don't know which one I like more, so I think what I'm going to do is offer all of them scholarships. I think that'll be it for now, to be honest. because there's no real order or like preference with these guys. I'm just trying to like stay on their boards here. We'll see which of these D tackles cares about our offer. Both of these dudes, they only have one other offer so far. Akeem Rambo, probably not going to be the guy that we get. He has the highest strength. It's not by a ton. And these guys also have better abilities than him. So really whoever wants to be here, I will take. I don't know. I guess we could upgrade this corner to 50 points. I say we throw 10 at all of these guys, the 2 linemen and our top 2 D tackles that we realistically think we could sneak onto their boards. I think that feels very good with recruiting. The rest of it we'll handle later on. I'm not super worried about it. It's just about getting a shot with all of those different players. In the next episode, we are going to be matching up with Kansas. That will be a fun one because they're a very similar overall team to us. All that will be in the next episode. I hope you're all enjoying the series. I'm going to try as hard as I can to pump these videos out faster for you. I've always been meaning to say this at the beginning of the episode, not the end, because let's be honest, who's actually making it all the way here? But I always love hearing from you guys. I always want to hear your comments. I always want to hear what you guys are thinking. So if you made it to the end of this episode, comment who your favorite player in the series is so far, or what of the recruits are your favorite on the board so far, who you think we should give points to. Give me something like that. As always, I will catch you all in the next one. And until then, take care.